Okay, everybody, we are here. The wonderful, beautiful, gentle Creek Country Club in Prosper, Texas. The wonderful staff out there had me out. Great hosts, beautiful facilities. You can see they stacked the pyramids on the range. I'm warming up for hopefully a really good round of golf, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy this day. You're going to see some really high quality ball striking and some subpar putting, although I didn't putt terrible. I just didn't make anything. So hopefully you guys really enjoy this round of golf. You're going to see every single shot, every single swing. I decided to film every single shot. We're playing from the tips, 7,317 yards. A few of them I played even further back from the marker. Probably played about 7,350. So with that said, let's get to work. And here we go. First hole, we got a 407-yard par 4. Hit 3-iron off the tee. Hit a pretty good ball here. Left myself about 150 out. I had a pitching wedge. Hit it a couple grooves thin. Put it in the back of the green. Had a long putt. I didn't hit any putts to start, which I was surprised how good my speed was. Most of the day it was kind of like that as far as my lag putting was concerned. So a nice ho-hum, no stress par on the first hole, which is always nice. Second hole, one of four long par fives. This is the shortest of the par fives, I believe. Beautiful bridge here we're going over. Drifts a little left. I really pured this. This is when I knew I was going to have a really good day. First driver swing of the day, and it was dead in the middle of the club face. About 340. I had 7-iron in here from 206 or so. Pretty poor swing. I left it out there. I didn't hit it well. Left it just short and right. Hit a good distance on my chip shot here, but I pulled it a little bit. Left myself about 6 feet. And you'll see we got a little slider here from left to right. And fortunately, I was able to knock it in here. It did break right at the end. So we're 1 under. It's a good stalled start. This next hole, short-ish par 4. I kind of buttered this because I wasn't sure how far the bunker was out here, and I guess I could have hit it a little bit harder because this ball actually got past the bunker anyways. So this ball went about 310, left me about 100 yards to the hole, and I hit lob wedge and I took a little off of it, and I don't know if I misjudged the wind. You can see my shirt ruffling there, but this reaction kind of says it all here. Yeah, I was confused. I left on the fringe short, but I thought I was going to be hole high. Another good lag putt here to about 1.5 feet, and we're cruising along here. I've never played this course before. This is a practice round for an event I'm going to be playing later this year, and so I wanted to come see the course, and it was just a beautiful day. I played behind 5 ladies today who were just cruising along at a really good pace. It was awesome. Talk about a golf hole here. This hole is 497 into the wind, par 4. Again, I just hit the middle of the club face, and this ball moved about 0 feet left to right in the air and split the fairway, which was a common theme for the day, excitingly. And so I had about 210 into the wind. I hit a knockdown 6-iron. I hit a really good shot. There's stuff left, bunkers short right, and I hit a beautiful shot hole high. I thought this ball was going to break off the top of this slope here. It didn't. But again, you can see my speed was wonderful. And so again, a tap-in par, no stress, and we're just cruising along. Anytime you make a par on a hole that long, especially into the wind, you're happy. This next swing was my poorest swing of the day up to this point. One of my favorite shots, little baby 9-iron. I just totally left it out to the right. It was hole high, but a pretty poor effort for front left pin. I could have just slung it in there. But again, double breaker from about 40 feet, and I hit a really good putt to about a foot out. And so again, no stress and a really good lag putt. That gave me a chance to just tap it in and remain 1 under. And so again, I'm happy with what's going on score-wise. So far we haven't left anything out there. This was a really good drive. I hit this ball about 347. I was in between like a medium 7-iron and a baby 6. I went with the baby 6 And it took about 20% off, and it was a great shot. Hole high to the right, again about 35, 40 feet. And again, you'll see my pace was just right on the money. That was for eagle. We end up with a tap-in birdie here to get to 2 under. And I'm really finding my spots well and putting the ball on the correct side of the, like, I'm not short-sighting myself. Really making a lot of very good swings, especially with the driver. I mean, I caught the middle of the face almost every swing today. It's probably my top 5 driving round of my life, even in my prime back in the day. Now, it's not nearly as long as I used to be because I can't use my legs. You'll see there's a lot of swings where it looks like I'm just using my arms, like that one there. That ball went about 325. I had a little knockdown sandwich in from 100 out into the wind. I left it below the hole, and again, I just could not. This is where I started to see a theme of leaving stuff right in the gut. And this really good round could have been very good if I could have, just hit the ball. We're still 2 under, but I'm starting to feel like maybe we could be more, and starting to anticipate more coming. Another really good drive on a pretty long hole, 443 into the wind. I wasn't sure how long to carry the bunker. Right down the middle. This was a little 50-degree into the wind from 120, playing probably 138. Hit it hole high, hit a beautiful shot here. And this was a really poor effort from about 12 feet. I just left it short. And the uphill putts, I totally misread how slow they really were going to be. And so it's a couple in a row now where you can see I'm starting to feel like, come on, Peterson, let's not leave all these out here. Now, with that being said, tough track, 74.9 rating with a 140 slope, it's almost 7,400 yards. I've never seen the course before. Obviously, I'm happy with my score, but when you're hitting it this well, on days like this, you really feel like you want to birdie every single hole. That's kind of where your mind is going. I thought this was going to go in. I don't know if it hit the flag stick or the actual flag itself, but it went through the flag. 186 playing about 200. I hit a knockdown 6-iron, and for a second I thought it was going to go in. And you'll see I finally get a putt to catch the corner here. Yeah, a little reaction because I haven't been making anything. And so 3 under in the front 9. Felt like it could have been 5 or 6, but obviously very happy with the score so far. Next swing is the poorest swing I've made of the day, coming up here on 10T. Hit off the toe, ended up going about 280. I barely missed the fairway, but when you're swinging the way I was,
pretty solid, y'all.
You hit it a half a ball or 3/4 of a ball off center. It feels like a shank when you can't miss the middle of the club face. Yeah, I was pretty like, okay, Brad, what was that? And this is the second worst swing of the day. Yeah, a little, almost, it felt like a shanked 8-iron. Yeah, you'll see the reaction there. Again, it's just on the fringe, but when you're hitting everything where you're looking, shots like this feel like 60 feet away. You feel, I thought I made this putt from 60 feet, guys. No, on the edge. Obviously, you can't expect to make it from 60 feet, but this was my first tester of the day. I had a little 3.5-footer down the hill. Fortunately, I was able to knock it in and keep my bogey-free round going. Next, we have a really long par 3, playing about 218 today. I hit a little 3/4 5-iron, and again, you'll see my reaction. I thought I made it. Again, it went through the flag. Never left the flag stick, kind of like on 9. Oh, yeah, you can see. I thought I had a couple aces in 3 holes, so I was very happy, obviously, with that. Another little slider down the hill. It did sneak in, and obviously I feel good about that since I'm not making much.
These 2s are just
those 2s bonuses. Feel like, bonuses.
Absolute bonuses. Makes up for some of the other holes. Obviously, I feel like I missed, but
yeah,
totally
long par 3
bonuses. 2 best swings I made all day.
2s feel like bonuses. Really now the next hole is about 390 into the wind. I hit a little 4-iron down the right side because there's water on the left. Really not a driver hole. Hit it right where I was looking. Hit a little knockdown 9-iron into the wind from about 160. Hit a really good shot, and again, I thought I actually finally made a putt of some length here, and of course I leave it 1/4 of a centimeter in the jar, and that sums up the putting day for me. Obviously, I'm not mad. I as little golf I've played, almost 0 in the last 6 years. My expectations are pretty low, but man, when you're striping it like the way I was today, you you want to take advantage. You feel like you want to shoot 58. You know, days like this are not common to hit.
Is a par.
Essentially, I wrote down up -5 even though I made par, and I
right?
wrote down par because it felt like I should have birdied that hole. This was one of my purest swings of the day. This ball went about 347, never left the middle of the fairway. And it left me about a 235 shot straight uphill into the wind, and I hit an absolute beauty of a 4-iron. One of the best swings I've ever made. Long par 5. You'll see I left myself with an unbelievably great eagle opportunity from about 9 feet, and I thought I made it. It never moved. I actually hit it right where I was aiming, and I got it to the hole. So I was actually not upset with that. I hit a really good putt. It just didn't go in, and that's okay. Leaving putts short from 10 feet bothered me, but hitting a great putt that just doesn't go in. It would have been a nice eagle, though, from 570 uphill there. Obviously, we're happy with the birdie. We're 5 under. It feels like we're even par because we're not capitalizing on this ball striking, but obviously I'm thrilled with being 5 under, you know, a very long course, a challenging course, and one that I've never seen before. Beautiful little look here, Gentle Creek and Prosper. This was my worst swing of the day off the tee. You can see it kind of got my back a little bit, kind of Fortunately, it actually was in the fairway. It's a wide fairway. It just didn't go anywhere. Had about 210 out into the wind. I hit a nuked 7-iron. Pin was in the back and long and looked ugly. Hit a pretty good shot. Hit a groove thin. I tried to go hard at it. Left it short. A decent putt here to about 2 feet. And after that terrible tee shot, obviously 472 into the wind, uphill, par 4. If you can hit a poor tee shot and have a tap-in par, we're never, ever going to complain about that. And so, pretty happy. Next is a par 3 here. You'll see very narrow kind of canopy. I hit a knockdown 9-iron. It was in between wedge and 9, but I didn't want wedge to get up in the trees. And again, this never left a flag. But you see I teed up almost 2 clubs behind the marker there. And I ended up hitting on the upslope, and I think if I would have teed up where the ball was, marker was, I might have actually had a chance to put it really close. This was one of my poorest strokes of the day. Bad read, bad stroke, and I don't even react because it's so poor. Sometimes you just have to move on. But again, another really good look for birdie where we don't capitalize.
Yeah, guys, another really
this next hole here,
shot.
a very, very effortless swing off the tee that ended up going about 340, which... I mean, obviously, I feel great about that, since essentially I'm just using my hands. And you'll see on 18 when we get there how little my lower body is going because of my back. And that's why I'm 100 yards shorter than I used to be 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, because I'm not explosive with my lower body. I still have fast hands. I'm very thankful. But when you don't have that lower body driving as well, you're not going to maximize your potential. Almost hold this shot here from about 40 yards out. Yeah, you can see there it's about 1.5 feet. Hit a great wedge shot and tapped that in to get to 6 under. Played this hole really well. 2 really good shots. Was very happy. Next hole, we're going back into the wind now. Long par 4 into the wind. Probably playing something like 470.
I hit right where I was aiming. I didn't know
and again, I hit
that much.
a 10 out of 10 tee shot within a foot of where my eyes were looking.
So I hit it
You'll
right
see
down the middle,
how quickly I kind of react after I hit it. There's no need to kind of even watch it, which is exciting. Yeah. Sometimes you just know. And so, got a little knockdown 9-iron from that 150 marker because it's playing uphill and into the wind. Kind of slung it in there, left it out a little bit because left looked bad. I thought I made this putt about 35, 40 feet straight up the hill, and it stopped, I don't know, less than 1/4 of a centimeter short. You can see my reactions. I don't expect to make that, but gosh, you think, gosh, maybe we can just get one to fall, you know. But that's okay. Good par.
Guys, come
Coming to another very long par 5.
No, we're not.
This is my longest drive of the day. This ball went over 360.
40 footers, but
and it's the one swing I filmed in slow motion for you guys.
And
you'll really be able to see what I'm talking about with my lower body and how little it actually works
like that. This could have been
compared to what I used to do years ago when I was very explosive. I can't reach as much, so my steps are a little off from where they used to be. It's shorter, and then you'll see how flat-footed I am. My right foot just now starts moving because of my nerve damage in my left leg. I just can't explode. This is a pretty poor shot. You'll see I kind of rush after I hit it. This is the first time I had a group behind me. I did not want to hold anybody up being a guest. I tried to chip this in. I got aggressive. I just missed the right edge for eagle. I was trying to finish with a bang. Hit a really good shot. Ended up leaving him at about 5.5, 6 feet, and I pulled a Kevin Na and walked it in for a 65. Very, very thrilled with the day. Felt like it could have been super low, 58 or 59 type of day with the way I hit it. But obviously, I'm thrilled with the day, and I genuinely hope you enjoyed it. You'll see here with my stats, I shot a 7 under 65, 33, 32. I hit 11 of 14 fairways. I ended up hitting 8 fairways on the front, 8 fairways on the back. I mean, I'm sorry, excuse me. eight greens on the front, eight greens in the back. I hit 16 greens out of 18. You saw the 2 that I missed were right on the fringe, one with the lob wedge and one with that 8-iron on number 10. I had 15 putts in the front, 14 putts in the back for 29 putts.
There it is.
And yeah, so a super solid round of golf, shooting a 65 there. 11 out of 14 fairways, 16 out of 18 greens, 29 putts, no bogeys, no fives, which I thought was really cool. That's why it was important for me to make that putt in the last hole, not having a 5 on the card. And so hopefully enjoyed this vlog. Hopefully enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button. Leave some comments. I would love to respond, and hopefully you guys have a great weekend.